Hi, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. Please review today's news segments, and then we'll get started.
This is VOA News. I'm Steve Karish. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has arrived in New York City, where on Tuesday he plans to turn himself in to face criminal indictment, the first ever filed against a current or former U.S. president. It's not known how Trump's appearance at a state courthouse will play out, but his lawyers say he will plead not guilty to charges linked to his $130,000 hush money payment to an adult film star just ahead of the 2016 presidential election. The head of the United States House of Representatives Intelligence Committee says there is overwhelming support in the United States to continue supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia. This despite some dissent on both sides of the political spectrum.
There are those on the left and on the right who question continued support of the amount of support. That'll certainly be part of the debate, but overwhelmingly there is support for continuing aid to Ukraine so that they can continue to fight against this aggression of Russia.
As Representative Michael Turner, the Republican chairman of the committee, speaking Monday alongside 3 Republican congressmen during a brief visit to Kyiv. NASA has introduced its first moon crew in 50 years. The mission includes the first woman and the first person of color on a lunar mission. AP correspondent Sagar Meghani has the story.
Administrator Bill Nelson says the 4 astronauts will fly around the moon late next year, with Christina Koch, Victor Glover, and Canadian Jeremy Hansen joining Commander Reed Wiseman. They'll be the first to fly NASA's Orion capsule after an empty one went to the moon and back last year in a dress rehearsal. This flight is a prelude to a lunar landing a year later. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
From Washington, this is VOA News. An Israeli airstrike targeted the Syrian capital of Damascus on Tuesday, state media reported, the 4th such attack on government-held areas of the country since last Thursday. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that Israeli missiles targeted the area of Damascus International Airport, an Iranian complex near the Sayada Zainab area, and another location in Al-Kishwa. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said Monday that Finland will become the next member of the military alliance, sparking a warning from Russia that it will bolster its defenses near their joint border if NATO deploys any troops in its new member's territory. Speaking to reporters from NATO headquarters in Brussels, he said Finland's membership was ratified faster than any NATO member in history, and he hopes that Sweden will soon follow suit.
I say this because sometimes you get the feeling that in a way Sweden is left alone. No, Sweden is not left alone. Sweden is as close as it can come as a full-fledged member. And we continue to integrate Sweden. We will do even more. And then we will, of course, as soon as possible, also then finalize the formal membership process.
That's NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg speaking in Brussels on Monday. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that global burger chain giant McDonald's is preparing to inform corporate employees about upcoming layoffs as part of a broader company restructuring. Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones has the story.
McDonald's last week sent an internal email asking US and some international employees to work from home Monday through Wednesday. This was so the firm could deliver staffing decisions virtually, the report said. McDonald's also asked employees to cancel all in-person meetings with vendors and other outside parties at its headquarters, the report added. McDonald's did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for a comment. The fast food chain said in January that it would review corporate staffing levels as part of an updated business strategy, which could lead to layoffs in some areas and expansion in others. McDonald's is expected to be announcing key decisions from Monday onwards.
Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones reporting. A court in India has suspended the 2-year prison sentence handed down to opposition leader Rahul Gandhi, pending his appeal in a criminal defamation case that led to his expulsion from Parliament ahead of next year's general elections. A lawmaker who is convicted and sentenced to a prison term of 2 years or more faces automatic disqualification from Parliament, according to Indian law. More significantly, Gandhi would not be able to contest general elections scheduled to be held next year. Steve Karish, VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.